is all about technology, technology or technological factors are involved in the wine industry, and we're going to be able to identify them, examine, and start explaining those technological factors. So, obviously, by the end of the video, we're going to explain the use of technology in the wine industry and how it's changed, and then look at the types of technology used in the wine industry. So, this is going to be a rather short video. I'm just going to talk about some of the keywords there, and then on the next slide, I'm just going to show you some. And then on Google Classroom, I've attached a load of sort of links that you can use as examples. So the keywords there, I've got GIS, by technology and harvesting. GIS stands for Geographical Information System. So that's where we use computers to map certain areas. So that's going to help particularly growing the viticulture of winemaking, because it's going to look at the best places to put vines in terms of sunlight, in terms of good drainage as well. So GIS is being used more and more. Examples of GIS will be drones, looking at the best place to put the grapevines. It's going to be really important for water storage, particularly in places like Australia where rain isn't constant, and there's obviously issues with storing water when we do have biotechnological is all about using biology and technology together. So that is looking at how we can make grapes susceptible to climate change, that type of thing. So it does really get into the science of how grapes, grow, and how we can make them more profitable in terms of making them into wine. So can they grow quicker? Can they withstand drought? All those type of things, and then the way we harvest grapes as well. So, yeah, this is our only slide. So these are the sort of ideas, and I'll go through each one, how each of these have been involved in improving the technology of, of improving viticulture winemaking. So, like I said, the first one, the geospatial technology. So that's looking at how we can maximise the profit coming out of a vineyard by looking at the space, how it's used, what the best farming techniques can be used to maximise sunlight, maximise the amount of precipitation that we get, and that's what geoscience is. It's all about using drones as well, best places, also using sort of not just thermometers, but technology that reads humidity levels, that gives accurate readings about weather and climate, and that then allows the farmer who runs the vineyard to use water, when to water, when best to use pesticides, herbicides, that type of thing. So that's what geospatial technology is all about. And then we've got stuff to do with water storage and management. So management's all about when to water plants. As you know, the Hunter Valley, which is just up the road, really doesn't get enough rainfall, but it's sporadic. So it's not always continuously raining a little bit. It comes in drips and drabs, and that's where water storage comes into it, because we'll get this water coming, the rain coming, but it doesn't rain constantly, so therefore any excess water that we get, we've got to store it properly, and that's where it takes a lot of time and effort and money to do that. We'll see Tamburlaine has a really good way of using water, and we'll come back to that bit in a minute, but particularly places like Australia, water storage management are crucial and can have big impacts on not only sort of grape growing, but also how much money, the quality of the grapes could be compromised if we do not give grapes enough water. And we've got transport and storage, transport of wine. So what you'll see, places Tamburlaine, yet they've got vineyard in Hunter Valley, but it's also got one in Orange. And what that allows them to do is to blend their wines to use different grape varieties in different places. So it needs, like the wine needs to be transported from Orange to Hunter Valley. So that's where the transport comes in, and then be able to store it so it doesn't damage the grapes during transport, which is really important. And then transport and storage once the wine is made and bottled, like how do we get it to place, particularly when Australian winemaking isn't just in Australia, it's all the way around the world, and we've got to make sure that the product is protected when we transport goods. And like I said before, we've got biotechnology, and we've got some about how we can clone different varieties of grapes to make sure that they like I say, year in year out, and then obviously adapting them to be drought resilient as well. And then you've got harvesting and pruning. So when to harvest grapes, that always changes, and that's going to be a big problem, particularly with climate change. So we're not going to have the same date. Some years, if it's really hot, then the grapes are picked earlier. Some years when it's colder, they're picked later. Now that has an impact because it depends when it's going to be bottled or fermented as well. And then pruning as well, because remember, vines, we can use them year in year out. So that's why it's important to look at not just when to prune, but the different um, um, ways to prune grapes. Sorry, the vines to make sure that they can produce more fruit. And then use of information technologies such as drones, robots, and there's a good link up on the Google Classroom that will help you. And then obviously how we manufacture wine as well. How do we, sort of add extra flavours in the fermentation process, and then obviously designing wineries of the future. Do they So it's important when we design new wineries that we can put access to, good drainage. We can make sure that, different, tractors and machinery can get there as well. And then making it more sustainable by using like solar panels, that type of thing. And then bottling. We'll see that Tamburlaine, they don't bottle their wine. They send it to a bottling company in the Hunter Valley, and a lot of other vineyards do that. But little technological advances in the shape of the bottle, like you'll see that there's a part in the bottom of the wine bottle that pushes up. That's been designed to make the wine more fresher when you open it as well, so you don't get sediment. So there's all those little different technological changes, and then of course the use of screw tops as well. Cool. So that's what we talk about. So what I've done, I've just outlined all of those technological changes. Like I've said on Google Classroom now, there are some great examples. What I want you to do is add to your notes by using specific examples, and then if you can, do some research of your own. See if you can find some better examples, some better uses of, say, robots, drones in the technological factors. All right, I hope that helps, and that's the end of sort of viticulture and winemaking. All right, thanks. Bye.